You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee. Smells like freedom.
And it keeps you hydrated.
Yeah, it does. This time of year.
Stay hydrated.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Everybody, because it's hot.
It is.
Stay
Our
hydrated.
pond keeps evaporating.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Or I got a hole in it, one or the other.
You know, you can probably get government funding for your pond.
We got some Flex Seal, and it seems to have worked.
But it's a waterway.
Yeah, hey, it is.
I bet there's government dollars for that.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
Government money for everything. Or just go down to City Hall right here in Sioux Falls. We are so flush with cash. It's just
chest
crazy.
full of dough.
Yeah, you just have Mayor Paul just open the vault and say, well, just take this much. Thank you.
Take
what you need. Take what you need.
Piles of hundreds in every nook and cranny in City Hall.
I doubt they're going to give me any of that.
Crazy. Well, I'm glad you asked. Who is having birthdays
Hey, who's
today?
having a birthday, Dan?
Glad you asked. Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah. I remember her.
She's 40.
She was in that one movie.
Yeah.
I did well.
She's in a lot of stuff. She was in all the, Star Wars 927?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was fake Princess Leia or something.
Oh, nice.
Johnny Depp is completely insane, and he's 58.
58.
Okay.
Nice.
And Heidi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? He's 60 today. Michael J. Fox.
Oh, wow.
And Heidi melts down.
Love it.
I wish you could see her face.
Oh,
And she's doing it in front of her husband, which is even
not
better.
awkward at all. None of this is awkward, really.
Heidi, who would you leave John for?
Brian Regan.
Brian Regan!
It keeps getting longer, Dan.
I did not see that coming.
Brian Regan, Michael J. Fox, or pretty much anybody. Some days. Just about anybody most days.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Let's see here. A little taste of history. 1934, very first appearance of Donald Duck.
Oh, yeah.
The cartoon titled The Wise Little Hen. And
You know his middle name?
I wasn't aware he had a middle name.
Fauntleroy. Donald Fauntleroy Duck.
Get out of here. You think with a name like that, he could afford pants.
It does sound awfully upscale, doesn't it?
Oh, it was 1822. What a great invention. Charles Graham of New York patents porcelain false teeth.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And wooden teeth before then.
And animal, actually.
Oh, and animal teeth?
Yeah, they take teeth from like beavers and raccoons and stuff. Which is why you look at those old-timey pictures, there ain't nobody smiling.
Well, no, would you?
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
He's
I
got beaver teeth.
Beaver teeth. And nowadays they use acrylic resin and metals like chromium, cobalt, covered in plastic, actually.
Okay.
But porcelain was around for years. In fact, I had my 2 front teeth kicked out in a hockey game.
Oh,
I
wow.
was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Oh.
And those caps in front are still porcelain.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So those are not your real front teeth?
No, they're not.
I had
John.
no idea.
It's a true story.
So they did a good job. That's really good.
Actually, it was Dr. Wilson way back. He is still practicing.
Is he really?
He's like 200. Honest to goodness. I was talking to my mother about 3-4 years ago. I go, what's going on? Well, I just brought your nephews to go see Dr. Wilson. I'm going, you did what now? Your 2 nephews, your youngest brother. Yeah, I know who they are, Mom. And they went where? To the dentist. You remember Dr. Wilson? And I'm like, I thought she was making this up.
Right.
So he's got to be, well, whatever. Guy still
pretty
needs
cool,
a
though.
buck. He's doing all right. So, oh gosh, I guess that's it. No, that's not it, because this is hilarious. And it's on record. This day in 1628, the first recorded deportation from what is now the United States of America.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. His name was Thomas Morton from Massachusetts. And it's like, we kind of don't like Tom. What do we do?
Where did they deport him to?
I don't know. They just put him in a boat. I don't know.
But Tom,
But it's hilarious. I'm reading this. I'm going, what?
That's fantastic.
No, everybody else got together and said, Tom getting on your nerves? What do we do?
Hear it at Tom.
There's this thing called deportation.
it didn't exist until just now, but we're going to do it.
Make him a couple sandwiches.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, laws are laws.
Poor Tom.
Really ought to get back to what's real around here. There you go. Love that. I know. You know. We all know. And we can just forge ahead here.
We're going to do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Smells like freedom.
Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory,
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. What do you find interesting today, good sir?
Well, I was brought up in a car family.
Yeah.
Cars kind of a big deal in my family. And several years ago, Automania,
Oh, yeah.
which used to be in downtown Sioux Falls.
It's moved around a lot, yeah.
Several years ago, my brother Oogie Boogie was visiting, and Automania was going on. That's why he didn't come to see me. He loves car shows because he's a car freak. And so we went downtown, and I have photos of my brother posing with Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit.
I love
this. Is Firing Up Saturday. It's been going on, I think, since 2013. I love this event so much.
Yeah.
So much. Sheriff Buford T. Justice driving the 77 Smokey and the Bandit patrol car.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Lincoln, Nebraska, starting this Saturday. He's going to find a Trans Am, another Trans Am, the one that Burt Reynolds drove in the movie, and then another. In fact, about 100.
Holy cow.
About 100 bandits all gathering in the rail yard there in Lincoln to start the week-long rolling car show
pretty cool.
through the northern Midwest. It's called the Bandit Run.
Will they be coming through here?
They're not, which is unfortunate. But close. They are starting this Saturday in Lincoln. They're going to end up in Wisconsin Dells
Okay.
on the 19th.
Okay.
Cool.
So you got Buford and about 100 bandits.
That would be pretty cool to see, wouldn't
in the
it?
Midwest. If you want all the details where they'll be stopping, if this is kind of your thing, because it just sounds pretty cool, there's a website, thebanditrun.com.
Oh, that's fun.
And we have had a chance to meet Buford T. Justice, the gentleman with the car that does it. He's a super nice guy.
He really is.
He's awesome.
He drew his gun on my brother.
Did he really?
Nobody could really blame him.
Can't even imagine.
And then my middle brother, Buddha,
Yeah.
he has got the prototype, an exact replica of that 75 Trans Am. That's
That's
part of
pretty
his
cool.
collection, yes.
Huh.
And it's really, really fast.
Well, that's awesome.
It's too fast, and he should not be able to operate that.
Well, Dan, thank you for the update, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's kind of something fun to do in the next week and a half or so. Maybe can catch that run. So
that
That's cool.
sounds like fun.
That's why we call this Stuff Dan Finds Interesting.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for the morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. And Dan Farris back in the studio here for his final little time this morning. But it might be the last time we talk each day, but it's always worth it, too. You got good stuff, so don't let me down. What do you got?
wow, no pressure here.
It's got to be something good, Dan. Come
This is really a flashback. I relocated to Sioux Falls in the summer of 1987.
Okay.
In short order, what was then John Morell's went on strike. And
I remember that.
Got ugly around here.
Oh.
It went on for a long time, and man, there was, it wasn't your basic, we're just picketing. I mean, there was some major stuff breaking loose around the city. It got pretty intense.
Yes.
Well, Monday night, UFCW Local 304A, that is, Union, which is now for Smithfield,
Yeah.
voted to authorize a strike if necessary. They voted 98% of union
wow.
members if they don't get what they're asking for.
Oh.
So some of it has to do actually with pretty incremental things like length of break times, how many break, stuff like that. So
Okay.
I didn't even realize that stuff was going on. So I'm glad you shared that.
My big question is to Smithfield employees in the union. You realize Smithfield is Chinese owned, right? They'll just bring in tanks.
Do you think so?
Well,
Chinese play a little differently.
I think as far as China's concerned, they're lucky they get breaks at all. They think the Chinese care if they're whining about how long their breaks are? Probably not.
No, so things are on the table. Talks are going on. But if 98% of union members going, you know what? Yeah, we'll bust loose here. It certainly something to watch because I can remember it clear as a bell. I hadn't been here long, and all of a sudden in the news and
it's been a long time ago, and there hasn't really been anything like that since then, has there?
And I believe that plant has changed ownership now at least 2 times since then, because I know Chiquita Brands owned it for a number of years, and so who knows? This stuff is fascinating.
It really is.
And it's right here in Sioux Falls.
Thank you for the update, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, in fact, it's been over 30 years since the last strike of the plant. And there you go. Like I say, I moved here summer of 87, and the strike I'm talking about fired up in 87.
Wow.
And went on for quite some time. So there you go.
Well, and here's the thing. Dan was here when the first one happened. He's here again now.
Coincidence?
Coincidence?
I'm such a rabble rouser.
Probably coincidence.
I've got your pork loin right here.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part this month by SiouxFallsFireworks.org.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we've got Dr. Harley with us again. Dr. Harley, how you doing?
Doing good. A little hot after the weekend, but...
Yeah, it was a toasty one out there, and a lot of folks are going out to sporting events, and they've got kiddos and all kinds of different activities, and I learned a new term today. You said bleacher butt? I didn't know. What is bleacher butt? What does that mean?
Well, you apparently didn't spend a lot of weekends at the ball fields or tournaments of basketball, that kind of stuff. Because
is it from sitting on bleachers for a long time?
Yes, very much so. Especially if you like an indoor event like basketball where you have to sit in the bleachers, you definitely get it. So really it's just like that soreness in the low back, but sometimes it can lead to that sciatic pain across your butt down into your legs. So from that prolonged sitting.
And chiropractic can help with a thing called bleacher butt?
Yeah. So
I just like saying it. So.
Of course you do.
She asked if we could say it on the radio, and I'm going to say it as many times as I can.
It's also called bleacher back, too,
okay.
if you want to be a little more.
That's not as fun.
That's fair. So, I mean, when you're sitting on the bleachers, it's putting a lot of pressure on all those muscles that run through there, like across your hips. Well, those muscles are going to start putting a lot of pressure on that sciatic nerve, so that can lead to that shooting pain down your leg or even down into your toes, but that also leads to that aching into the low back. Because when you're sitting in the bleachers, what do you tend to do?
I don't know. For me, it would be like eat popcorn and stuff, but I bet that's the wrong answer.
I mean, I like to eat popcorn too, but you tend to lean forward.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you have the bleachers that don't have the back support.
Oh, of course.
Most places other than in stadiums. So you're leaning forward, having really bad posture. Well, that's going to cause those back muscles to have to work harder, leading to the backaches.
Absolutely.
And if you're spending 3-4 days in a row all day sitting in those, you can imagine that people might be a little uncomfortable after a couple of days.
And they end up with bleacher butt.
Yes. So a couple of things that I found that really help with that is one, get up and stretch, take breaks every time there's a timeout or in between plays, get up, stand, walk around a bit, go to the concession stand, get your popcorn.
There you go.
So, I mean, and especially finding seats that are either towards the bottom of the bleachers or towards the top. So when you do stand up, you're not, affecting someone else's view, and easier for you to get up and walk around as well. Or if you're in outdoor events, bring your own chair. Bring those lawn chairs.
Yeah, like the bag chair kind of things?
Yeah, I mean, they're not the best, but they're going to be better for you than sitting in a bleacher that has no back support.
Do they have bag chair butt too?
I mean, it's still that long, sitting for a long time kind of thing. And I mean, if you do find yourself sitting in the bleachers, there are some backrests that you can buy, like the portable stadium seat kind of things.
And I've seen little cushions. Does that help too?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to put some cushion between your butt and the stadium seats. So, I mean,
I just bring my cushion with me everywhere I go.
So, I mean, some people need that. That long-term sitting can be a big pain. But if you're finding that none of that's really working, seeing a chiropractor is a great way to help with that, because we make sure your hips are working in proper motion and you're in proper alignment. So that's helping ease some of that discomfort through the low back.
Very nice. And that you had mentioned early on in the sciatic nerve, is that something that's affected then by the bleacher butt as well?
It's definitely going to make it worse because those muscles are putting direct pressure on that sciatic nerve. So it's kind of like if you sit on your wallet after a long time, you start to get that because that wallet is putting pressure on that nerve.
I don't have that problem. My wallet is so thin. You can barely even tell I'm sitting on it.
Well, even the thinnest kind of wallet, if you're sitting on it, can affect your hips.
I carry it in my front pocket because I was told by a chiropractor to do that.
Exactly.
So if somebody would like to reach out to you, maybe schedule an appointment or learn a little more about bleacher butt or other chiropractic things, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 605-215-1785 or shoot us a message on our Facebook, Balanced Life Chiropractic.
Very nice. You can find them online as well. Their website, balancedlifesd.com.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner, brought to you by Reaper Arsenal.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Heartfelt snappy salute off the well-starched brim of the Ranger Dan cap to you two. What's going on over there, Scooter? Hello, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Get going here. A quick little question. It's been a couple weeks now, and I tell you what, I'm just so gosh darn thrilled about the whole thing. I can't help but notice you're still saying sponsored by.
Oh, yeah. Reaper
Right.
Arsenal. Yeah. Good folks.
We're proud to have them.
Absolutely fantastic
Good people.
So they're riding the lightning here, shelling out some major coin to sponsor Critter Corner, which, as you're well aware, I am a national treasure. And
Yes, you are.
I may have broached the subject early on here when I found out about this sponsorship thing. And I told you to give a little bit of thought. So I'm going to start getting a little taste of this action. Maybe wet my beak a little bit.
What's your beak? I'll get you as much coffee as you want.
Okay.
That's all you want. It's a wet
It
beak.
does smell like freedom.
So just so we're clear, this business, which I'm sure is one of the finest businesses in all the world,
It's a great place, yeah.
is sponsoring Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Yeah, and we're glad to have them. It's been wonderful.
And you're just taking that money and putting it in your pocket.
Just our legal defense fund for you alone is probably still a bit of a deficit.
All right, then. Well, we've been on the camping thing, and, I dig deep. I'm all about campers, love our campers. I love going to campsites and maybe, seeing things a little differently, maybe making something up so I can write a little fine, maybe take some of your items away from you and sell them on the website. I'm going to keep it real simple here this morning because, again, you get what you pay for. Camping question. Camping question, are you ready?
Ready.
If you have 3 tents in one hand and you got 5 sleeping bags in the other hand, what do you have?
What?
You've got some really freakishly big hands. That's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. It's like old Ranger Dan's going to have to get his hands on somebody else's debit card just to make it through the rest of the day.
Oh.
Next Critter Corner, Ranger Dan. Out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. The equity market continues to tread water near all-time high levels while the market appears ready to move higher and set a new all-time high. The fear of rising inflation is holding it back. The major hurdle this week is the Consumer Price Index, which is scheduled to be released on Thursday. Last month's read of the index came in well above expectations and set the market into a nosedive. This month, consumer inflation should rise by about 0.5%, but the risk is to the upside. A hotter-than-expected number will not be good for equities. The caveat for investors is that any move sparked by the CPI data should be taken with a grain of salt. The summer trading season is already upon us, and that means lighter than normal trading volumes. A downturn in prices now will likely become a buying opportunity as the summer wears on. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.